Good morning, collective. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. I hope that you're all well blessed and highly favored. Make sure you always like, share, subscribe. Invite others to the channel. Always have a pen and paper when you come to this channel so you can take down notes, take down any information that you need. Make sure you go like, share, subscribe at my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Facebook. Like, share, subscribe over there. Invite others to the channel. I do have other groups on Facebook that are worldwide for me to be able to touch humanity around the total earth, around Mother Gaia, all right? Because I can't reach everyone the way that I want to. I wish I could. But I am able to do that through the internet, all right? Through my groups, all right? If you need any help with your personal lives, or I can help you and you're in the dark and you're sincere and trying to come into the light, email me as well. My email is cardinastephanie213@gmail.com. If you have anything that you want to put in the comment section for me or any of my channels, make sure you keep it clean, positive, and of the light. Even if you're disagreeing with somebody, make sure you say it in a positive way. Anything that you do on any of my channels will return back to you times forever. Know that my channels are well protected by being seen and unseen. For those of you that don't know me, welcome. My name is Stephanie Cardenas. I am a starseed, an angelic being, a light worker, here to help humanity and here to create a new world. All right. I am very gifted, all right. I see things before they come to me, all right. I know anyone that is of the dark and of the light, all right. I am very intuitive, all right. Like I said, I'm very gifted. But I do not deal with the dark. I am a light being. I am balanced, all right? I am not perfect, but I am balanced, okay? I try to keep my life balanced, all right? I want all of you to know I thank you for all the many followers, all the likes that I have gotten. I am at 9,000 and something, almost at 10,000. Not that that makes a difference to someone like me, because it doesn't, but I am very grateful and appreciative of each one of you being here, growing and ascending with me, listening to my stories. And I'm hoping that everything that I share about my life is able to empower you and instill you to be better men and women, all right, of this world. All right, let's get started. Let's do our breathing techniques. Let's breathe in 2 to 3 times. Breathe in the good, release the bad. Breathe in the good, release the stress and the worries. Breathe in the good and ask for clear and precise messages for your life. You can start doing that now. Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, Father God, divine, ascending masters, oracles of love and light, I ask that you put a golden orb of protection around me, around this reading, as big as the earth and as far as the universe. I ask that you put a white velvet orb of protection around my crown chakra, my third eye, my throat chakra, and the rest of my chakras, all the way embedded into Mother Gaia, as big as the earth and as far as the universe. I ask that you put a magnetic field of orb of protection around me from all low-vibing, dark, demonic energies, any karmics, any dark beings, so that I could get your message through clearly. I ask that you block and bind out all telepathic, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clear consciousness, and any other gifts that are negative and dark that are trying to interrupt or get in the way of what needs to be said here. And I thank you more than anything, Holy Spirit divine, for allowing me to be a messenger, for allowing me to be a vessel. I do not take it lightly. I do take my job very seriously. All right, let's get started. So they told me that I needed to speak to you today, all right, viewers, collective, about what I am learning, all right, from the situation that I am going through as a starseed, a light worker, an angelic being, a chosen one, all right. First of all, I want to say in regards to any karmics that are dark, that are doing dark magic, that are wishing bad on me, or those that I love, all right, or that are trying to stop me from the destination of helping humanity for the Holy Spirit and the divine, all right? Um, Many things have been done to me, as far as dark magic, hexes, plots, schemes, lies, all right, deceit, people trying to take my gifts, not taking my gifts. They did, a lot of people have taken my gifts over the years. They have taken my energy. They have tried to even duplicate me, copy me, be me, all right? They have tried to take my twin, my soulmate, the person that was destined to be with me, to be able to help God, to be able to help the universe, all right, to help humanity, and to create a new world, which is called heaven on earth, all right? And them doing all these ugly and dark things to me. And many were family, friends, ex-lovers, co-workers, people I knew, people I didn't know, famous people, people in the government, people just all over, neighbors, all right, different things, all right, hitmen, all right, people spying on me, paid to spy on me, okay, people that were paid to lie on me. Um, I have learned and grown so much for these things, and little do many of these people know I am very, very grateful for them, even though that many of them hurt me and did dark and ugly things to me, and I do understand that. I have been able to take that and change and grow and transform and truly remember who I am and why I am here, okay? Like I said, I am an angelic being, a light worker, all right? A starseed. I am not human. I am in a human form, though, here to help all of you, okay? I am having a human experience, all right? Because I came here specifically to learn about humanity, and not to only learn about humanity, but to be able to help all of you. That's why I have gone through so many ugly things and dark things, so that I can help all of you, so that all of you don't have to go through all the ugly and dark things that I have gone through, all right, or felt, okay? Um, and all these people, and they're still doing this till this day. Last night they were still using their voodoo dolls and hurting my legs and hurting my gut, and I have actually have bruises all over from my dreams and other dimensions, of them trying to hurt my womb, okay? Rashes around my gut, cuts, on my stomach. I mean, literally, there's proof on my stomach that I have cuts, wounds, from them probably trying to stab me up, poke me, whatever they do, okay? I have learned that through all this, to be a better woman, to be a better being, all right, for all of you, all right? I have learned that when you love someone, whether you are a mother to a child, or a man to a woman, or a parent to a child, or a family member to a family member, or a friend to a friend, or a lover to a lover, or a coworker to a coworker, or a neighbor to a neighbor, or someone just random that you do not know, you do not do ugly, dark things to them. You do not use your gifts and powers to do dark, black, ugly magic to hurt other people, places, and things, all right? God blesses us as beings to be able to be a blessing to humanity, to be able to help one another, to be able to lift one another up, to be able to share our own experiences with each other, so that that other person doesn't have to go through all the ugly torment and dark things that we have gone through, okay? It has taught me that a mother should love their child, all right? Not for what they give them, but for how good that they are doing in their own lives, that they are growing and ascending, that they are being mature men and women, all right? Not for what they can give you, not for what you can get for them, all right? Or not for your own selfish, greedy, egotistic, prideful needs, all right? I have learned that even though you may be gifted, even though you may be a light worker, an angelic being, a starseed, that we have to realize that we are all one, all right? Nobody's better than the next. Nobody deserves more credit than the next person. We are all supposed to be equal here, all right? I have learned that, we shouldn't judge people by their book, all right? Many of these karmics and dark beings were judging me and many others before me, all right, and still are to this day, all right? You should never judge a book by its cover. You never know who that person is. You never know what battles I had to go through or what any of those other people had to go through. None of you were with me on the battles that I have went through for many years, many lifetimes, to be able to help all of you as a whole, okay? I have went through many battles to get to where I am today, all right? And it was not easy, and it still is not easy. There are many days that I cry and I weep to God because of the ugly things that many of you have done to me, because of the lies, because of all the things that you are trying to do to me. It hurts me deep inside because I cannot understand or even fathom why many of you would be hateful towards me. I would think that, if the shoes were on my foot, I would be grateful for you. I would be happy that you are ascending and growing. I will be happy that you are not the same woman or man. I will be happy and wish you blessings, not tear you down, not try to hurt you, not try to take away your happiness or what God has for you, not trying to get in the way of what you are doing, because I know you are here to help humanity. It's not only about me and my family and the ones I love. It's about all of you. That's what you need to understand when it comes to me. I am here to help not only the people of the light, but the people of the dark, so that you can find balance in your life, so that you can see things in a different way, so that I can understand you as well as you understand me. But at this level, many of you, you're only understanding how you feel and what you want and what you need, and you're not thinking of others. We have to think of others and how they feel. If you are a mother or a father and you are only trying to hurt your child because you want them for your own selfish needs and you want them to stay stuck and stagnant like you, or you want them to feel what you felt because you didn't have a happy life or your life didn't work out the way it was supposed to, that's not the way it's supposed to be. You need to love your children for who they are, for the choices that they make, for what they want to do. None of us need to be stuck to anybody for our own codependent needs because we are narcissists, okay? We need to change. Nobody needs to take care of you. Nobody needs to take care of me. We are responsible for taking care of each other. Now, I'm not talking about when people need to help each other and do what's right, or if you want to give someone something. Someone should be able to have that choice if they want to help you or give something to you, all right? It shouldn't be that one person or one being expects another person to give to you because you feel that they have to, because it's your son, because it's your father, because it's your brother, because it's your sister, because it's your lover, because it's your friend, your child, all right? That person has a choice, a say-so on what they want to do, all right? I have learned that we cannot force people to be who we want them to be. We have to be open and allow them to be the men and women that they want to be, especially for when it comes to our children. Our children should be able to express themselves and say what they like, what they see in their future, what they want to manifest. We can't manifest what we want for them. That's not right. That's not fair. All right. Also, I have learned that we need to love each other unconditionally. So many of you have done so many ugly, bad, and I do mean bad things to me. Many of you even paid hitmen to take me out and still are trying to, conspire to take me out. All right. I am not here to hurt you. I am not your enemy. I am an angelic being here to sent to help each one of you to better yourselves, to see past the darkness, to find balance, to understand this life so that in the next life it will be better for you and your family. All right. This has to do with our bloodlines. Many of you, like myself, need to be proud of yourselves. We have broke generational curses. We have truly worked on our childhood wounding. We are trying to better ourselves, to be better adults, better human beings. All right. Not only for ourselves, but those that we love and for the rest of the world. Because if I am bad, that's going to affect not only my family, my loved ones, it could affect my coworkers, it could affect beings around me, it could affect my neighbors, it could affect humanity. All right, people don't realize that when they're doing bad and evil. And more than anything, it affects yourself. Because when you are bad and you are dark, all that energy that you are putting into me, it's not hurting me. It's not affecting me like that. Yeah, I might feel it a little here and there when you're using your voodoo dolls or you're doing your little black magic or you're doing this and that. But honestly, it doesn't affect me that bad because I call upon the Holy Spirit, the divine, the angels, and the ancestors to protect me. I pray for my enemies. I give you over to God. Many times I have cried and wept because I do not understand why so many of you in this world are bad and evil and dark. Because I am a light being, it is very hard for me to understand you. But I do see past the darkness. I do see past the pain because I have went through many things as a being, okay, and understood many of your pain. I was meant to go through all those ugly things that I went through so I can understand your pain, so I could break it down and be able to help you to see past whatever you're going through. All right. Many of you need to realize that dark magic and being ugly and being bad is not going to cut it any longer in this world, and especially in the new world. If you are not going to change and transcend and ascend into better men and women, especially when it comes down to your gifts, you will not be on the new earth, all right? You will have to come back and reincarnate and keep going through the same thing over and over again until you get it right. So if you're choosing to stay stuck and stagnant in this world and choosing to keep being bad and ugly towards yourself and other beings, you're only hurting yourself because you're only going to come back and have to reincarnate again and go through this all over again. And I don't want to see that for all of you. I want all of us to grow, change, and ascend. I want all of us to be better human beings for ourselves first, and then for those that we love, and for your higher power. Many of you are scared. You're scared to talk about what has happened to you. You're scared to look the people in the face that have hurt you. But many of you need to do that. You have the right to speak your mind. You have the right of freedom of speech, as long as you're not doing it in a negative way. We have to speak about things. We have to tell the people that have hurt us that they hurt us, but that we forgive them for ourselves so that we can move on, so that we can move forward. Because if we stay stuck and stagnant, we are not going to be able to move forward. We're only going to stay stuck. Most of the time, many of us are dark and ugly and in the dark, and those people that have hurt us have moved on already. They're not suffering or hurting like you are. So you're missing out on opportunities. You're missing out on your life. You're missing out on really getting to learn yourself and love yourself and be better women as human beings. Many of you thought that the ugly things that you were going to do to me was going to bring an ugly side out of me. Yes, there's many times that part wants to come out, but I control that part because I know me doing anything ugly to any of you that have hurt me or done ugly things will not make the situation any better. That's why I have to be a better light being, starseed, a woman, and be better, and be a better example and show you the way. If I am equal to you and I do what you do, how is that going to help you? How is that going to help me? That does not cause answers. That's just like, people going out shooting each other, killing each other. Just like when they shot at the car with me and my son got killed, shot and killed. What does that help humanity? How does that help humanity? Because you're hurt inside, because your life is miserable, because you didn't have money and somebody paid you to go do an ugly deed for them. That doesn't bring anything to you. As fast as you got that money to shoot or hurt a person is as fast as your life is going to be gone, or you're going to be, punished for a lifetime for somebody else wanting you to do something they wanted you to do. It's not going to be that person really that's going to suffer. They may get in trouble, but not as much as you are. So we have to think better and smarter for ourselves. We have to make smarter choices. I have learned that in this world, many things are lies. We've been lied to as humanity as a whole, by the government, by the men that are in charge. This is why I tell many of you, you need to think for yourself. You need to listen to your intuition. If you listen to your intuition, things will be a lot better for you. If you make the right choices, not only will your life be better, humanity will be better as a whole. You will see things around you that will begin to change. If you're only looking for dark and ugly and bad things all the time, or saying, oh, I'm never going to get this job, or I'm never going to get married, or I'm never going to lose this weight, or I'm never going to stop using drugs, it's not going to happen for you. But if you see that, you see yourself in a different way, I can be clean and sober. I can be a better woman or man. I don't have to keep using my gifts to do dark magic, voodoo, witchcraft, brujeria. I can use my gifts to help others and myself and those that I love. Life will be a lot better for you. There is no need for us to be jealous or envious of one another, because anything that I have, ladies and gentlemen, you could have too. Okay? You do not have to steal my gifts or want to be me. You need to be yourselves. That's what many of you need to learn from this lesson and learn from me while I am here. You need to learn that you do not have to follow the world. You do not have to follow your friends. You do not have to follow your family. You do not have to follow the ways of this world. You need to think outside of the box, outside of the matrix, and find yourself. Find who you are. Find what your gifts are. Utilize those gifts to be better men and women. I have learned so much, and I am grateful to all of my karmics, all those, that have helped me in the universe. The God, the Holy Spirit, the angels, the ancestors, the elders, the ascending masters, the oracles of love and light, my own family, my own friends, my own ex-lovers. No, many of us, we have gone through many different relationships, all right? And we realize that we are in relationships, or we had relationships, that did not work out, that we may have, just needed someone there because we wanted someone there, or there may have been, some type of attraction, some good for some bad for others. But even though many of those relationships don't work out, or you have to end those relationships, it doesn't mean that it was a loss. You have to take the good from it and leave the bad. You have to take what you learn from it and leave the rest. If you truly love someone, you have to let them go sometimes so they could be better men and women, so they could be happy, so they can live their life. Sometimes we look at things like everything's falling apart and, da 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 da, and it's all one person's fault or it's that person's fault. We always want to blame the finger. But at the end of the day, it's nobody's fault but our own at the end of the day. We have to take responsibility. It was our choice to be in those relationships. It was our choice to do those things that we did, whether they were good or bad. It was our choice to pick that job when we knew that we were created to have our own business. I'm just using examples now. There's nothing holding any of us back from being better a woman. There's nothing holding you back from finding out your gifts, finding out who you are, and stepping into your calling and do what it is that you are meant to do, because then you will truly be happy. If you are living in a life around family, friends, lovers, co-workers, neighbors, or in a community that does not make you happy, and you know that you do not fit there, it's because you're growing. It's because you're expanding. That should make you feel happy inside, not sad. Sometimes, as light workers, star seeds, angelic beings, or as a human being growing out of a situation, it makes us feel bad because we're used to those people, places, and things. A lot of those people, places, and things could be our family, friends that we've known for a long time, lovers that we know. But people are not always meant to be in our life for a lifetime, only for a season, for you to learn, grow something from them, and wish them well and keep moving. And if they love you and care about you, they will do the same for you. If anybody is trying to keep us stuck and stagnant and not allowing us to move forward and grow, then they truly don't have our best interest at heart. And that is not why we were created. Many of you need to realize that God, the Holy Spirit, the angels, the ancestors, the elders, the ascending masters, and oracles of love and light are trying to help us be better as a whole, as one, as humanity. I can only do so much. You don't know how many times that I have prayed and wished that I could change and help all of you. When you hurt, I hurt. I don't have to know you to feel your pain. Many of you don't even realize that you have gone through the same thing, and I have gone through the same thing you have gone through. Sometimes a little bit different, but the same. That's why God has put me in many of your lives. Many of you don't realize that I am put here to stop your darkness, to stop your ugliness, to stop you from hurting people, places, and things, to stop you from hurting yourself. That's why I am here. To help this world be a better place. So there is no more prejudice. So there is no more judging. So there is no more bullying. So there is no more abuse of any kind. So that we can learn to love each other. It doesn't mean that we're always going to like each person we come across. That's fine. But like I tell my family members, we just need to be cordial and respectful. Not everybody is meant to click in this life, and that's okay. And just because someone thinks differently than you doesn't mean that you have to hate them, doesn't mean that you have to segregate them, doesn't mean that you have to wish death upon them. Doesn't mean that you have to steal their gifts because you feel that you want their gifts in their life. No, my friends. Whatever life I have and whatever gifts I have and whatever God has ordained for my life is for me. Whatever He has for you is for you. You have to be appreciative and grateful of everything that you have, even if it is a little bit, even if you are struggling, even if you can't see past the battles that you are going through. That's why it's called having faith, a mustard seed of faith. You have to believe that outside of everything that you are going through, outside of every battle, outside of every darkness, that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that there is a better life waiting for you, even if you can't see it. Sometimes we get hurt because we think these towers and these things that we go through are meant to hurt us. Many times that is not what it is at all. It is meant for you to learn and grow. I have hit rock bottom many times in my life, and I have always picked myself right back up because I know God. I know in every single thing when I have lost, God was showing me something. Just like this last time. God, He may have made my body sick, or because of others doing black magic to me and doing things. I was able to sit down and realize, damn, excuse me, I'm working my ass off. I'm working 2 to 3 jobs. I come home. I take care of my family. I cook. I clean. I wash clothes. Every time I was just basically, I had no time for myself. I was just going to sleep, shower, get up, do the same thing. Always moving, moving, moving. So I didn't have time to look at myself. I didn't have time to, spend time with myself, meditate, appreciate the world, appreciate what was going on with me, appreciate the accomplishments, looking at them, look how far I have come. You were a really hard worker. I was just like dead inside, doing everything for everyone, which is not a bad thing, but I have to remember that I have to be included in that. I wasn't looking out for Stephanie, exercising, meditating, yoga, praying, doing nice things, going on nice vacations, taking a nice drive to another town to see a waterfall, to see a river, enjoying my family, having picnics. Yes, I always was able to celebrate and have good times with family, friends, and different people that I knew. But many of those people were my enemies. Many of those people hated on me. They didn't want to see my life, grow in a sense because they were stuck. Because they didn't want to change. Because they were so used to being stuck. But even my enemies and those that hate me have learned a lot through me. And I know this without them even telling me. So there is many things that we have to realize in this lifetime. Whatever you are going through, understand that there is a reason and a lesson through each thing that we go through as human beings in this life. It is not meant for us to stay stuck and stagnant, ladies and gentlemen. It is meant for us to grow and ascend. All right? We do not need to be scared of each other, because, oh, well, they're growing and they're at a different level and they're doing this. So, I can't even, come close to them, or I can't relate to them because, no, learn from these people. Be happy for these people. If you're not where you're supposed to be, that's okay. You'll get there when it's meant for you to get there. Maybe there are still lessons and things that you're needing to learn and see. Everybody's journey is different. Just because I'm at one place doesn't mean that, you're going to be at that same place at the same time. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get there. You're just not there yet. But you not trying to grow, change, and ascend is not going to get you there. You have to put the footwork in. You have to look at yourself. You can't be blaming everybody around you for what has happened to you. You just have to be accountable for your part in what you did, because that's all you could do. You or I cannot change another person to be better or to see things the way that we do. If it's meant for them to see things in a better light, they will. If it's not meant for them to see things in a better light, then they won't. We can't save anyone in this life, but you can save yourself, because you are accountable for yourself. I am accountable for myself. We have to have more understanding as well for our parents, for our grandparents, for our ancestors, because they were human. They were just going through a human experience like many of us, trying to find answers, trying to understand this life, trying to get past the matrix and the illusions that were put around them like many of us. See, the government and the men of this world have done a lot of ugly, cruel things to keep us under their power, to keep to keep us, where they could control us and believe their lies. Okay? And they will be accountable as well. Even many of them are growing, changing, and ascending through me and many other light workers, star seeds, angelic beings, because it is meant for them to learn and grow, to be better men and women. All right? So I just wanted all of you to know that, I know when people are attacking me, I being gang stalked, and, like I said, just being through so many things, this didn't happen in the last few years. This was going on my whole life. People have kidnapped me. People have raped me. People have molested me. People have wished, wanted to see me be a drug addict, wanted to see me lost in the world, didn't want me to step into God's calling, didn't want me to help humanity. And they still don't, many. But many are coming out of the dark. Many are seeing, the light in me, that is the light that comes from up above, from the Holy Spirit, God, the angels, the ancestors, the elders, ascending masters, and oracles. It is meant for you to see the light in me. It is meant for you to see the change in me, so that you know that it is possible for each one of you. I have learned that religion and God and spirituality is what you make of it. I have learned that, going to many different churches and many different religions, that one is not better than the other. But I have even seen leaders that were trying to down other religions or down other, churches. And I used to just look at them like, why do you do that? You don't have to down other churches or religions just because you think yours is better. How do you truly know yours is better? Who are you to judge another religion? Who are you to judge another person and say who or what they are or what they deserve? Yes, there are many bad leaders and many bad beings behind many churches, but they are accountable for what they do. It doesn't mean that every person in the congregation is bad. It doesn't mean that every leader in the church, because one priest is bad, the rest of them are bad. No, that's why you have to listen to your intuition. That's why you have to know whether it has to do with religion, or it has to do with this world, or with the government, or any group you are in, or in your family. Who is real and who is not? Who is true and who is not? Who has your best interest at heart and who does not? Not for you to just say, well, they're doing it and I'm doing it. Oh, this is the best religion, so no other religion is better than this one. No, you don't know that. God is everywhere. He's not just in one religion or in one country or in one government or in one race. God is worldwide. God is in everything. But you have to find him. There is light in everything, and even in the darkness, because I can say that from experience, because in the last few years many were trying to do so much dark, heavy magic to me. I found myself in the bathroom in the dark, crying, so sick, because they wished sickness and death on me. But in that darkness, light came from out of nowhere. In the darkness, it showed me that I don't have to be scared to be in the dark. I don't have to be scared to die. See, many of you don't understand the level that I am at. I am not scared to die. I am not scared if someone puts a hit on me. I am not scared of any coven, any group, any satanic beings, of the devil, of demons. I don't give my energy to that. I am not scared of any of that. I have went through so much darkness in this lifetime and many lifetimes. That's why I am so, ascended, and I am the light. I am the light that was put here to show many of you that you can too get through the darkness. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So I want to share with you today that I love each one of you. I do not have to know you personally. You could be halfway across the world and I will love you the same as I love my family, because that is the way that God showed me. My God has shown me unconditional love. He did not judge me, and he still does not today. Like I said, I am not perfect. I'm working on changing things and being a better woman, just like all of you. Many of you think that, oh, well, she's this and that, she's too good, or maybe she thinks she's better. No. If you come to me in any fashion, form, or way, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to understand you. I'm going to love you the way that you are. And if you are dark and ugly, I'm still going to pray for you and love you unconditionally and give you to God and tell him to help you, like he has helped me and so many others in this world. There are 144,000 light beings, starseeds, angelic beings here that are meant to help all of you and to help themselves and their own families and bloodlines. If you are choosing to stay stuck and stagnant, like I said, I will repeat myself, you will come back to this earth and reincarnate and have to keep going through it until you get it right. Many of you thought you were in the other life and you were going to reincarnate here into someone's mother or father or friend, and you're an ex-lover or an enemy. No, you're being exposed for truly who you are. I hope that in the next lifetime that you don't do that and you just want to come back as who you truly are as yourself, to be a better man or woman. Being ugly and deceitful and dark does not get you anywhere. If anybody has learned that, I have. What do I gain by knocking you? What do I gain by going back and forth with you? Nothing. Nothing but heartache, pain, sorrow, sadness, anxiety, pressures. I don't want that for my life, and I don't want that for any of your lives. Many of you think I'm the enemy. Many of you need to realize that you stole what was mine to begin with. Many of you, regarding to my twin, my soulmate, the one that God has ordained me to be, that individual was mine the whole time. You knew that because you studied him and I for lifetimes, okay? And in this lifetime, you studied our birth charts, you studied our gifts, you knew what God had meant for us. You think that that's right? Did you honestly think that God was going to allow you to do all of these ugly things? There's many karmics that I'm speaking to right now too. God was not going to allow that. We are God's children, especially the ones that he chooses and picks. He's not going to let you interfere with his work and his calling. See, many of you just see things as, well, materials, money, clout, being seen, codependent, narcissist, being attached because it feels comfortable to you. Whereas two twins or two soulmates that are meant to do a work for God are meant to help humanity, meant to bring people out of the dark, meant to heal the sick, meant to for people to see things in a different light because of our gifts. It's not just about him and I being together, or about love, or about who won who. I don't play that game. I have never been a woman to chase a man or fight for a man. If a man feels that he wants to go elsewhere, or he wants to choose a different life, or he wants to stay stuck and stagnant, then that is his choice or your choice. I'm not going to fight for back and forth with women about a man, or I'm not going to fall into a man thinking that I'm supposed to chase him, or I'm supposed to do this, or I'm supposed to do that, because many of you were brought up by your parents thinking these things. Many of these ways are not right. Your parents are at fault just as much as many of you are. Many of you do dark magic, voodoo, witchcraft, and all these ugly things because you were taught these things by your own families. And they are wrong just as much as you are. And they are accountable just as much as you are accountable. Just like I am accountable for what I have done wrong in this life. I have received my own karma just like many of you, even though I am a human being having a human experience. I am a light worker, a starseed. I'm an angelic being trying to understand humanity so that way I can come and speak to you, so that I can share wisdom and knowledge with you. I do not take my job lightly. It is a very important thing to me to be able to finish what I came here to do for my God and for the universe. And I will not let anyone get in my way. Yes, I do protect myself from many of you because you do ugly things and you do have, voodoo dolls and you do hurt my body and you do try to hurt my children and you do try to send your energy over here to where I am. Whether you use the people around me, animals, the atmosphere, or whatever. No, I call my energy and my power back and I give you back yours. I am not going to carry your burdens. I have my own. And that's ugly to do that to people, places, and things anyways. No matter how much hell I'm going through, I didn't put it on anybody else. I even asked my own family because they have to suffer because they're around me and they have to see me going through so much things when I am sick and I fall to the floor because many of you are doing, black magic, voodoo, witchcraft, or see me sick in the bed or I can barely walk. They have to suffer. My child had to get shot because you wanted to shoot me and put a hit out on me. How do you think that that's fair? I couldn't do that to you if I didn't like you or hated you. What gives me the right to go shoot somebody or to shoot you or to want to pay someone to hurt you or to lie on you or to do ugly things to you? What am I going to gain from that? Absolutely nothing. Like many of you haven't gained nothing from that because you see that I am still moving. I have God's power in me. I have the angels' power in me, the ancestors, the elders, the ascending masters, and I am an oracle. I am a high priestess. I am a prophetess. Many of you call these things a hero. If that's what you think, then yes, that is my title as well. But at the end of the day, I only see myself equal to each and every one of you. I don't ever want to think that I'm better than anyone. That's not why I am here as an angelic being. Many of you judge me and you perceive me from what you think or what you hear when you should have never done that. And you should have truly been able to, see who I was for me in the beginning. Many of you stole my ideas. You stole my creations. You stole my gifts. You stole my life. You stole my happiness. That's what you've done. Until God showed me and helped me to remember because of, I was under so much heavy battles. All along, I saw many of you what you were doing, and I still loved you. Even my own family that deceived me and smiled at my face and did not love me and did not wish me well or were jealous and envious. I still loved you. Just like God has loved me. When I was going through everything I was going through, even though him and I knew why I came here and what, but I still went through it. You think that I still don't need love and unconditional love? You think that I don't cry out to God? You think that I don't struggle? Right now, I've been struggling for the last couple years because many of you have done money magic to me. You didn't want my abundance to prosper. But I still survived. God still put angels in my way to help me and my family. I have never been without a car in my whole life. Many of you did magic so that I would not have that car that I bought on my own that was given to me because it was deserving of me and that was mine. You made sure that I didn't have that car. This is the first time that I was without a car. Then you tried to use that to show my twin or my soulmate, oh, she doesn't have a car. Oh, she lives here. Look how she lives. Oh, she does this. Oh, she's not pretty enough. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's heavy. Oh, she speaks like this. Oh, she's not your race. She's not your religion. This is what you have been doing to me all along. Do you think that that's right and fair? Would you like if I or anyone else was to come and do that to you? To take away things that were yours? To take away your life? That's why God is taking away many things for many of you because of this. So I'm going to stop there because this phone is about to die, but that's what I wanted to share with you. I truly hope that all of you grow and ascend and learn from your wrongs and try to be better human beings, okay? Especially when it comes to me. And I pray that many of you discern for yourself who I truly am as a woman, as a starseed, as a light worker, as an angelic being, as a high priestess, as a prophetess. I am here as a leader meant to help you, not to hurt you, not to tear you down. So make sure that when you open your mouth about anything concerning me, that it is the truth and nothing but the truth, and that you have truly done your homework and got to know me for who I am before you think about judging me, before you think about hurting me, before you think about doing magic to me, because many of you are suffering because God and I and many of the light beings above are tired of you all. You have had so many chances, and many of you, your chances are up. Nobody did that to you. You did that to yourselves. Take accountability. Change yourself. Some of you still may have a chance to redeem yourself. Others of you will not. You will have to receive your karma, whatever that is that God decides that is for you. Okay, make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you would like to leave a donation or plant a seed on my channel, you could do that at my Cash App or my PayPal. All my information is on my channel. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.